Morning. It's day 125, and as I walk slowly up this fairly gentle climb, I can't figure out why they get such bad bushfires here. I mean, it's not like the ground is just covered with dead branches and trees and tree limbs and everything like that. Can't figure it out. What I really can't figure out is, why is there so many goddamn mosquitoes? There's no water for miles. Like, the next water for me from here is another 9 miles. So it's dry and everything's dead. Why the hell are there so many mosquitoes? I'm currently just bathed in DEET spray. And shortly, I believe, the head net's going to come out. All the comments on gut hooks say it's going to be a mosquito nightmare for probably the rest of the next 2 days. And I haven't looked any further than that. So far, Oregon's fairly uninspiring, and that's probably more to do with my current mental state, with just not loving it. Not sure why. Maybe it's because there's no views, just socked into the forest the whole time. Maybe it's because when there is views, it's so smoky you can't actually see anything. It's probably largely to do with the sore feet as well. Excuse me. It's a weird feeling when your toes, basically all my toes except my big toe on each foot, just feel like pins and needles, and kind of numb, and they feel even to touch with your hands, they feel very weird. I'm pretty sure they're getting circulation. But yeah, it's just kind of a slow and steady thing. It's mildly concerning. To see how it goes over the next few days and weeks, I guess. I am still quite determined to see this thing through, so it's going to take a lot more pain before I actually stop. Another thing with the mental state is, while I do enjoy and prefer to hike alone, I do like to be around other people, at least for camping and, breaks and things. It's nice to see people, interact with people, and there hasn't been a lot of that the last couple of days. Not sure why, but I still see a couple of people a day, but yeah, so it's been quite a while now. I've been hiking solo. I'm quite often camping solo. So maybe that's impacting things as well to some extent. Maybe it's the water carries. It's not fun being back in territory of 10 to 20 mile water carries. And I noticed last night that there is a fire closure up by Crater Lake. It's one I'm actually happy about, because the PCT itself doesn't really run right along Crater Lake. So normally you'd have to choose to take an alternate trail to actually get decent views and walk along the edge of it. Fortunately, the PCT is closed, and the alternate is the rim trail, so I can walk along the Sea Crater Lake without actually having to voluntarily bypass the PCT. But what I did notice last night is where the junction to go onto that rim trail, the closure for the PCT on each end of it, where it leaves and rejoins it, the closure looks like it's about a mile, somewhere between a mile and 2 miles further along. So if I go straight onto the rim trail, I will actually be missing a few miles of open PCT. But am I really that stubborn that I'm gonna hike a mile and a half one direction just to hit a point to turn around and hike that extra mile and a half back and do the same thing at the other end? I don't know. Earlier on in the hike, yeah, I would have. How I am currently, it's looking grim. Maybe, you know, I'd just drop my pack and go for a run, but the way my feet are, even that's pretty unappealing. And the other thing is, it's in the middle of a very long water carry, so do I really want to tack on a bunch of extra miles in what is already quite a long water carry. In fact, I think it's up towards 30 or 40 miles. However, there appears to be at least one regularly stocked water cache there, which when the carries start getting longer than 20 miles, I start becoming more and more willing to use water caches because I just physically can't carry enough. But for now, I'm gonna go back to huffing and puffing my way up this long, slow, steady hill and sweating. Lots of sweating. So, I just hiked the last 6 or so miles with a guy called Bill. And we were talking about the various challenges we're each facing at the moment, and I mentioned my toes, and he has the exact same problem. And not only does he have the same problem, he had a name for it. He said he's heard it's called Christmas tree toes. And I was like, why is it called Christmas tree toes? He said because it's quite common and you don't get feeling back in them until Christmas time. And it's like, oh, excellent. Just 4 months, apparently. 4 months and I'll get feeling back in my toes that they'll start to feel regular again. But yeah, the same thing. So described as, yeah, the ball of the foot's quite painful, and that all you want to do with your toes is kind of like scrunch them up, but that kind of hurts and they just feel tingly and pins and needles and they're swollen, and yeah, Christmas tree toes apparently. So I feel like part of the team. Just getting into camp for the night or the afternoon. It's only 4:30, but from here it's 18 miles dry and I've done 27 for the day, so I don't really need to go much further. Just going to pull up and camp around here somewhere right by the water and then do the dry stretch tomorrow morning. But I can definitely say the smoke's getting pretty thick because I can feel it in my eyes, I can smell it as there's a campfire right by me. So it's a little concerning, but not enough to actually worry about. Just gonna find a campsite around here somewhere. That'll be me. Doesn't bode very well for seeing Crater Lake. Though Crater Lake's one of the big attractions of on this trail or along this trail, and smoky as it is, I don't think I'm gonna be able to see anything. But there's always gonna be. I've got tomorrow and I'll get there the day after, I think. So maybe it'll clear.